Right, so today we have in M2. It's just come to 3 years old. The customer's had it since new. It's just come outside its warranty period, and the customer wants some more power essentially. So for that, we're doing our Stage 2 package, which is going to consist of a downpipe to help exhaust gas flow. The customer opted for the sports cat version, mainly to keep MOT time passable with no problem swapping cats out and so on. So this is the Wagoner cooling. Has the cast elbow on there, which is quite a nice little feature, we think. You can see the cat inside there. So keep it MOT friendly, improve the exhaust gas flow. Next up is improving the intake temps. We're ready to see up to like 60 degrees on the standard cooler. So we've gone for the Air Tech, which is a bar and plate design. It's a very nice cooler. You've got cast end tanks in there. You've got a little diverter in there with the airways. It's obviously the step design to allow maximum flow we've got behind the bumper without having some bump removal and fitting a much larger cooler, so hence a step there. And then for reliability issues, to prevent any issues, I say, is the forged charge cooler pipes. The standard pipes are never cracking. So this item here has a nice billet end tank, so this is going to sit onto the cooler like that. The silicone pipe is going to go down there, that one onto there. So this one will end up sitting just here, replacing this one. So these are known for cracking. So this is not a performance modification as such, but it will resolve any potential future issues on there. So we're going to get the hardware on, run the car with the standard mapping, put our Stage 2 on it, ensure everything's running well, and then see what the results are. We're expecting to see less than the decatted downpipe, make the design obviously the flow. So somewhere around 415 would be a good result, give or take 5-10 horsepower either way. So we'll do that, see what final figures we get, and let the customer have a little drive and see what he thinks. Right, so here on your left you'll see the stand-in cooler. So you've got plastic end tanks, volume size you can see much smaller on there. And on your right you've got the Air Tech cooler. So additionally it's wider, thicker core, and this taller. So this bit goes up in the bumper on there. So this will then, if you look into the car, you'll sit up into this area and cover the greater area. So your surface area of the air coming in is covered all the way across this intercooler. Obviously end tanks, again plastic, weak. You've got the cast end tanks, which is a one piece. You've got one weld around there, so there's less likely to fail on the welds. Obviously your nice machined end tanks as well. So again, the charge cooler pipe just gonna literally slit on there like that. So let's get it fitted. So this one is the standard catalyst. So if you look through here, you can see obviously all the cap material. If you look at the size of the body of the cap, you can see that this one goes all the way to the welded parts. This one's here. So you have a much smaller area for the cap, and it is a lower cell per inch, so it should be greater flowing than standard as well, yet still enough to pass a UK emissions test, which is the key point of having the cap on there. Right, so we finished with the M2. With the hardware installed, we saw 377 horsepower with 400 foot-pound. With the Stage 2 mapping, we've seen 460 pound-foot, maybe a fraction more on there, with 425 horsepower. So this is fantastic gains on this. The limitation now is essentially the fuel system, so it is held back to prevent any issues with like high-speed runs in 5th and 6th gear top-speed runs. So if the customer did want to upgrade his fuel system, there is a little bit more on tap from that turbo, but overall great gains throughout the whole rev range on this one. So that is literally just with an AirTech intercooler and this time a Sports Cat downpipe. So similar power to we saw with the D-Cat, so thumbs up. Right, so some of the other features including the mapping we do is the sports displays. So these are recalibrated to your sort of output. So obviously where this is putting out 425, it can now show up to 480, and it's putting out 620 newton meters, and it shows up to 640. It also has a VMAX removal, so top speed is now delimited. Additional functions we can offer on these, some selective software versions, so it's not all of them, but we can do switchable mapping. So in comfort mode to sport mode, you could have say a standard tune on comfort and then the full power on the sport button. Additionally, you can also do a cold start delete, so say you've got a D-Cat on there or a Sports Cat and you find it a little bit noisy, or if you're in a built-up area with got brick walls, it can be quite loud. So you can do a cold start delete where it will go straight down to a cold idle rather than the raised loud idle you can experience. And also, if you wanted some extra pops and bangs, this is available as well.